Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone and welcome to Entri channel. This is Ashima Shukla and in this video we're going to talk about Mission Sagar. Now you all are aware about the recent upgradation that has happened. That is that Mission Sagar 2 has been launched. So we're going to talk about Mission Sagar, what exactly is there in Mission Sagar and what are the first and second parts of it and the relevant pointers. So we're going to talk about what is Mission Sagar, then the phases of it. The second phase has been launched, the first phase and second phase, and the relevant things that you need to know, right? So for all this session is going to be bilingual यानी ये हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में होने वाला है. So the idea is to keep things clear in both the languages, हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों में explanation होगा, so that you are clear कि सागर मिशन क्या है, उसके phases कौन कौन से हैं, उनसे related क्या क्या चीजें और हैं जिनके बारे में हमें पता होना चाहिए, राइट? तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं मिशन सागर के बारे में. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मिशन सागर फर्स्ट के साथ हम लोग शुरू करेंगे. तो ये जो सागर मिशन है, इफ वी हैव अ क्लोज लुक बिफोर दैट, सागर व्हाट डज इट स्टैंड फॉर? इज इट एन एक्रोनिम और अ मीनिंग इन इट्स ओन? तो सागर एक एक्रोनिम है. इट्स एन एक्रोनिम ऑफ सिक्योरिटी एंड ग्रोथ फॉर ऑल इन द रीजन. सभी क्षेत्र में सुरक्षा और विकास, ये मिशन है. सागर जो एक्चुअल प्रोजेक्ट था, वो प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च हुआ था 2000 आई गेस 15-16 में, राइट? 2015-16 के अराउंड ये सागर जो प्रोजेक्ट है ये लॉन्च हुआ था. और जो सागर मिशन है वो बाद में लॉन्च किया गया है. दैट हैज बीन लॉन्च्ड इन 2020. तो जो मिशन है वो 2020 का है और जो प्रोजेक्ट है वो 2015-16 के आसपास का है, ठीक? और ऑब्जेक्टिव क्या है? सागर मिशन और प्रोजेक्ट दोनों का ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि आसपास में इकोनॉमिक सिक्योरिटी, कोऑपरेशन, ये सब चीजें बनी रहे, टू deep and make the clear cut on economic security cooperation with all the maritime neighbors that we have in our neighboring in the Indian Ocean region, basically, right? So it is in the Indian Ocean. First of all, as of now we can understand this mission is basically for Indian Ocean region, which has the most number of naval ships and tankers and stuff, right? Now in the Indian Ocean region, India is known as, it has a very good image as the first responder in any crisis that happens in the Indian Ocean region and the countries. India always is ready for help. And this mission also corresponds with Act East policy of India. So there are various policies which it represents. So when we're talking about Mission Sagar, the first phase, over here you can see that the first phase was only restricted to Maldives, Seychelles, Mauritius, and Koromo Islands. So the regions that were covered in the first mission or first phase was by Maldives, Seychelles, Mauritius, Madagascar, and Comoro Islands. In these regions, that is in the whole world map, if you see, this is the particular region which was covered, and in this INS Kesari was deployed. INS Kesari was the one which was providing the help, and it reached out from Kochi. Its port is Vishakhapatnam, but it reached out from Kochi, and from there it went to these places to provide the supplies. The basic objective was to provide the supplies, that is food and medications. Medicines were basically Ayurvedic, some Ayurvedic medicines were there, and hydroxychloroquine was there, right? These are the medicines that were important at the time of COVID, and since this mission was launched at the time of COVID-19, it was launched in May 2020. Therefore it had about 600 tons of food for Maldives and all the medicines for the nearby countries. At the time when HCQ, hydroxychloroquine medicines, were banned from exporting, at that time India was sending out help to these countries, right? So India was sending out on its own will, and if you see, these are all related to Indian Ocean region. So we're going to talk about a few more details. So these are the countries that, and on the map you have seen all these. The objective was to deliver medicines and food items. INS Kesari, if we talk about, it is known as गिरलायन. INS Kesari का जो short term या name जो है nickname है वो है गिरलायन, and this is its logo. As you can see, it is represented via this. ठीक, तो इसे इसके थ्रू रिप्रेजेंट किया जाता है, इसका बैज है ये. दिस इज द बैज ऑफ INS केसरी. नाउ यू मस्ट नो अबाउट द बेसिक डिटेल्स ऑफ दिस मिशन फर्स्ट फेज, क्योंकि फर्स्ट फेज भी 2020 में ही हुआ था. इट ऑल्सो हैपेंड इन 2020 इन मे सेगमेंट, राइट? सो इट्स नॉट दैट फार, एंड कोविड के टाइम पे इट वाज कंसिडर्ड एज अ वेरी बिग हेल्प एंड अ वेरी ग्रैंड gesture from India's side, right? Now we are going to move ahead with the second phase, which is the recent one, which has happened in November 2020. That is around 3rd November or 4th November. Mission Sagar second phase was launched. अब second phase के अंदर क्या है? The different countries, the other part of the countries have been covered in this mission. So, what are the countries? Eritrea has been covered, Sudan has been covered, South Sudan has been covered, Djibouti has been covered. These are the countries which have been covered in the second phase. So, Sudan, South Sudan, Djibouti and Eritrea, इन चार countries के अंदर INS एरावत को deploy किया गया है. INS एरावत है. पिछली बार केसरी था फर्स्ट फेज में, सेकंड फेज में INS एरावत को डिप्लॉय किया गया है, और ये सप्लाईज कैरी करेगा एंड इज गोइंग टू टेक देम टू दीज कंट्रीज. व्हाट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव? टू प्रोवाइड देम द हेल्प एट द टाइम ऑफ नीड, और साथ ही साथ हमारा जो IOR इंडियन ओशन रीजन के अंदर पकड़ है वो इम्प्रूव करेगा. इंडियन ओशन कमीशन का जो ऑब्जर्वर अब इंडिया बन गया है, तो उसमें भी इट इज गोइंग टू हेल्प इंडिया इन इम्प्रूविंग द रिलेशंस, राइट? तो ये भी कोविड के टाइम में ही डिप्लॉय किया गया है, राइट? द ऑब्जेक्टिव इज एज सिंपल एज दैट, कोविड के टाइम पे टू प्रोवाइड द हेल्प दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड ऑन दिस पर्सपेक्टिव, राइट? Now, regarding this, first of all, about INS Eravat, just as we had seen the badge of INS Kaveri, so INS Kesri का जो हमने badge देखा था, that was deer lion, right? Now for INS Eravat, it is elephant. And what is the exact name that we call it as? इसका जो nickname है, its nickname is Indra's Mount. Indra's Mount. Indra, the Hindu god of water, that is Indra, and unka jo mount on which he used to travel, his mount was elephant, and that is why the INS Aravat has elephant on its badge. Right, so you must know about the badge, the nickname, because that is a possible question that you might encounter when you are facing the questions, right? Now, as we were talking about various things that are associated with this, or various organizations that is associated with it, one of them is very important one, that is IORA, which India is a part of or a member of, that is Indian Ocean Rim Association. Now, if we talk about this IORA in a bit of detail, it was established in 1997 in Mauritius, in a main cyber city in Mauritius. And currently there are 22 member states all surrounding the Indian Ocean. This is the Indian Ocean region. And all the member states, as you can see, are surrounding the Indian Ocean. That is, our objective of creating IORA is that the Indian Ocean region should be protected economically, socially, and in terms of security. And monitoring can be done on a regular basis. So, if all the neighboring countries are together, it's easy for us to monitor the waters, and it is difficult for someone to invade in the waters. Also important because there have been China's string of pearls is going on, China's on an outrage at this time, so there are chances that things may go out in hand. So it is required. So when this step has been taken for Sagar mission के लिए जो step लिया गया है, that is going to enhance this IORA connectivity as well. Now if we talk about, so if we have a look at the members, we have UAE, Yemen, Oman, Australia, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Kenya, Madagascar, Malaysia. Overall, we have 22 member states, as you can see in the map over here, right? Now, where is the secretariat of this? The secretariat is in Cyber City in Ebene, Mauritius. The exact place where it was founded is the place where its secretariat is there. Right now, apart from this, we were talking about Indian Ocean Commission. Now, Indian Ocean Commission is not is not the one where India is a member. India is not a member in Indian Ocean Commission. Indian Ocean Commission, India is not a member. Recently, it has become an observer. So, it is important to know about this IOC because it's very significant for India to withhold that Indian Ocean security purpose. So, it's very important, but it is not a member, it is just an observer, right? Now, apart from that, there is a symposium, Indian Ocean Naval Symposium. This symposium is also existent, and this is a voluntary initiative to increase the maritime cooperation, water security and cooperation को enhance करने के लिए ये एक voluntary initiative शुरू किया गया. It's an initiative जो लिया गया है waters को secure करने के लिए Indian Ocean region के अंदर. ठीक, तो जो भी मैरिटाइम इश्यूज होते हैं, कोई भी इश्यू है, ब्लू इकोनॉमी को एनहांस करना है, या कोई यू नो extraction हो रहा है, illegal things are happening or something that needs to be taken care of, environmental pollution, जो भी मैरिटाइम इश्यूज है वो सब डिस्कस करने के लिए ये सिंपोजियम तैयार किया गया है, which is a voluntary one. ठीक, तो ये सब चीजें हैं हमारे इंडियन ओशन से रिलेटेड. एंड यू शुड नो अबाउट द कंट्रीज नियर बाय, कौन कौन सी कंट्रीज को हम हेल्प कर रहे हैं, कौन कौन से प्रोजेक्ट्स इसमें एसोसिएटेड हैं. सागर का जो ऑब्जेक्टिव है कि क्या फुल फॉर्म है इसकी, दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी रेलिवेंट. So at the end of this session, I won't leave you on a blank note. I'll be leaving you with a few questions over here. And I would expect that all of you engage in the answers, because since you have seen this video so far, you would know a bit of answers, and I'm expecting कि आप लोग इसे comment section में correspond भी करेंगे. The first important question is, what does Sagar stand for? Although in examination you will get the options, but since you're learning this topic here itself, you should know what does Sagar stand for. So the acronym of Sagar, what does it signify? Sagar की full form क्या है? Second of all, which Indian naval ship or INS was there for mission Sagar 1 and 2? So in comment section you're supposed to tell, or you should at least know, answer it to yourself if not in the comment section, that which INS was there for Sagar 1 and Sagar 2. So we know both, we have discussed both of them. Third one, which is important, is the nicknames of both of these INS which have been deployed. The both INS which were used, both of them are very important. So you must know that what is exactly the logo of them. All right. Fourth question that we have is the countries that were involved or that were connected or that were helped by India under both the missions. Since there were not very much of countries, there were 4 to 5 countries in first phase and second phase, and I have shown you on map itself. Now when you have seen the map, you should remember at least the location, and world map is something that most of you might have seen, especially in the neighboring countries. So the countries that are involved you should know, because in examination they can ask you that in mission Sagar 2, which of the following was country was not a part. So if they'll ask you for mission Sagar 2, they'll give you 4 options, out of which one country would not have been helped in mission 2. mission 2 में कौन सी कंट्री को हेल्प नहीं किया है, उनमें से एक कंट्री हो सकती है. So 4 ऑप्शन में से एक कंट्री नहीं हो, या 4 ऑप्शन में से एक कंट्री हो, इस तरीके से they can ask you for both the missions. तो countries for mission Sagar 1 and 2, both of them are important, right? So I've given you approximately 4 rough questions, and overall if you look, 6 to 7 questions can be covered with these questions. So I hope this video was helpful to all of you for your preparation and enhancement of the topic. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a great day ahead.